Hello, everybody. My name is Jen, and today we're going to talk about the Healy compensation plan, specifically each of the ranks and the compensation types 3 through 6. So if you have not watched the other two videos that describe the terminology and the binary structure, binary plan, then that's in video 1. And then there's a second video that looks at the first two types of compensation, the direct bonus and the dual bonus. If you haven't watched those, I would recommend watching those first. And today we're specifically going to just talk about ranks and compensation types 3 through 6. So before we dive into that, this to me is the most exciting part of the compensation plan because it really shows the power of residual income. This is not going to be a video on residual income in general, but if you don't know much about this, I would highly recommend you either read a book or watch a YouTube video. One of my favorite books is called The 4-Year Career by Richard Bliss Brooke, if you can see this, but there's many, many others. It doesn't matter which one you read. Start to understand it, because when you do, this is called The 4-Year Career because it shows how in 4 years of a career in network marketing, you can create the same residual income that you would create in 40 years of investing through income you would receive non-network marketing job, a traditional job. It is extremely powerful when you understand the power of residual income and geometric progression that this talks about. And the second thing that it helps you understand is the power of replicatability, really duplicating yourself and helping other people to share as well. And that is really what grows your business, beyond just you sharing, but helping others to be empowered to share as well. So without further ado, we're going to dive into the specifics of the Healy compensation plan. And we're going to start with the ranks. So if you download your compensation plan from the back office, there's 2 files, one for US and one for non-US. All non-US countries have the same compensation plan, but the rest of the plan, the majority of the plan is the same. It's just the direct bonus that is different. So we are going to look specifically at everything in this video is worldwide. So we're going to scroll down to the part in the compensation plan that's about our ranks, and we're going to understand ranks first, because you have to understand ranks in order to understand compensation types 3 through 6. So the first rank that you reach in Healy is called a member. I'm going to actually make this larger. And a member is what anyone is called when they first get an account. So you, just when you get your account, unless you're a customer, you're a member. We talk about customers versus members in a different video. So the second rank that you can achieve in Healy is called builder. And a builder, as you can read here, I'm not going to read this word for word, but I'm going to help you understand these pictures. A builder says that you have at least 2 Healy World members, one personally sponsored on your left and one personally sponsored on your right. And then you have a total volume of 600 cumulative volume. But it says specifically under requalification that this volume must come from your personal sponsor volume. If you're not sure what that is, please refer to the previous video because it's super important to understand the difference. Personal sponsor volume would be those parts of your tree that you personally sponsored and that those people personally sponsored. Anyone that was placed underneath you by your upline are not considered your personal sponsor volume. It's important to understand this rank because you can be qualified for your compensation type 1 direct bonus as long as you're active. You have 50 PV. But to receive compensation type 2 dual bonus, you have to be a builder. And this builder means you have at least 1 personally sponsored active member on each leg and a total of 600 in your personal enrollment tree. Now, when you get to rank 3 as team leader, it shows here, now we start to understand the real power of your personal sponsor tree. You can see that this number at the top, this 2,500, is your cumulative volume. To achieve the rank of team leader, that means you have 2,500 in cumulative volume in your entire organization. But you can see this last line right here. It says, at least 50% of the qualification volume must come from the personal sponsor tree. And this format is the same as you go from each of these next ranks, that the number you see up here is your cumulative volume from your total organization, and then at least half of that, more is fine, but at least half of it has to come from your personal sponsor tree. You can start to understand here the logic is that you can't just sit back and not enroll anyone and have your entire upline do it for you, but this is so that at least half of your volume to qualify for this rank is coming from those you have personally sponsored and those they have personally sponsored. Okay, so we talked about in the other video where you can go see your personal volume in your back office. And the other thing that is an important point in this document to understand is the other part of being a team leader is this. It says, there must be at least one personally sponsored builder or hire in one leg of the structure, and in the other leg, a personally sponsored builder or a build over from the spillover. So it's important to understand this because, again, same for every rank from here on out. What that means is to get to rank 3, you simply have to have a rank 2 below you, one in each leg. To get to rank 4, you have to have a 3 below you, one in each leg. To get to rank 5, you have to have a rank 4 below you, one in each leg. However, in each leg, now one of your legs, right, your inside leg, clearly that's someone you personally sponsored. That because that's the only way people can get into your personal inside leg is that you sponsored them or one of those people sponsored them. Now, the way this is worded is that in this leg, it does have to be your personally sponsored person. I have been assured by Karsten Lang, who is one of our top distributors, he's a very high rank within the company, that while that is how this is worded, there is some German to English translation stuff. And he has assured me that currently the way this is being paid out is that it does not actually have to be a personally sponsored person at that previous rank. It just has to come from your personally sponsored tree. So we will hopefully get more clarification on this as the new compensation plan gets rolled out. They are working on tweaking this because we are going over the cap, meaning we're paying out even more than we can afford to pay out and stay in business, which is super generous, but not sustainable. So they are doing some tweaks to this compensation plan. So just understand where it is now, and that in the future, the concept of spillover may go away. So if you look at this definition, we said that in one leg, it has to be your personally sponsored. And as Karsten says, it can be anyone in your personal sponsor tree. And in the other leg, it says it can be personally sponsored or it can come from spillover. So what that means is on your team leg, if you're trying to reach rank 4, as long as you have a rank 3 somewhere beneath you, even if that came from spillover, even if that was placed below you by an upline leader, that counts. That's pretty cool. However, there is the potential that that may go away when they revise the compensation plan in the next, hopefully 1 to 2 to 3 months, we'll have this new one out. So in order to be safe, it would be a good idea to not count on that and to make sure you have people in each leg that are your personally sponsored that are also building. So that if that qualification goes away, you can still, or if that spillover concept goes away, you can still qualify for these ranks. And qualifying for these ranks is what opens up all these other types of compensation and all this other residual income. So as you go down and look at the next ranks, you can see rank 3, we just discussed. Rank 4, now the volume goes up to 5,000. Again, at least half of that comes from your personal sponsor tree. And all this verbiage just says the same thing, except that now you're rank 4, you have to have a rank 3 below you in each leg. And that's how it continues on down the rank. Manager at 12,500, senior manager at 25,000, director at 50, senior director at 100, vice president 200, senior vice president 400, president at 800,000, and senior president at 1.5 million cumulative volume. Keep in mind, this has to happen each month. Each month, this starts over, right? We get paid monthly. It's a 1-month compensation cycle. It does go for the calendar month. the 1st to the 31st, 1st to 30th, etc., depending on how many days there are in that month. So now that you understand ranks and the personal enrollment tree and spillover, we're going to look at those compensation types. So let's scroll back up and look at the different compensation types. We've already covered in the other videos types 1, the direct bonus, and type 2, the dual bonus. So now we're going to go here in the compensation plan to type 3, the matching bonus. Matching bonus is incredible because there's really no limit to the amount of people that you can receive the matching bonus on. So if we look over here, it says that the matching bonus is paid as a percentage up to 4 levels deep on the commission of all personally sponsored Healy World members in the downline on the dual bonus. So what this means is that level 1 is considered anyone you have personally sponsored. Now, it doesn't matter if you've personally sponsored them and they're at your first level right beneath you in the binary tree, or if they are 400 levels beneath you. If you personally sponsored them, they're considered your level 1 for the purposes of matching bonus. So what that means is, if we look down here at builder, for example, once you reach the rank of builder, you'll remember builder means you have 1 active personally sponsored member on each leg and a total volume of 600 for that month. Then you get paid 10% on every single level 1 person you've ever sponsored. That's amazing. If you've sponsored 30 people, if you've sponsored 4 people, you get paid 10% of every single one of them's dual bonus that they earned, okay? So what does level 2 mean? Level 2 is whoever your level 1 sponsored. So if I enrolled person A and they enrolled person B is considered my level 2. If person B enrolled person C, they're my level 3. If person C enrolled person D, they're my level 4. So as you see here on the left on the screen, as you move up in your ranks, you get paid this matching bonus on the different levels down in your organization. So compression is applied, which is the second paragraph there, means only those members who actually receive commission are included in this level count. As it says, all members in the downline who do not receive any commission, and it means dual commission, binary, right, the dual commission, will be skipped. So what that means is this. Let's say I enrolled person A, but for some reason this month, person A did not receive a dual bonus at all. They're going to be skipped, which means if they enrolled person B, and let's say person B made $1,000 this month in their dual bonus, they're actually not my level 2. They're going to count as my level 1 since level 1 was compressed out, and I'm going to earn 10% of their $1,000 dual bonus. So I'm going to earn $100 on that person. Now, once I get to team leader and I'm going 2 levels deep, the same thing applies. There could be hundreds of people on my level 2. If I've enrolled 10 people on my level 1, and let's say each of them enrolled 10 people, wow, that's 10 times 10. That's 100 people on my level 2. As soon as I reach team leader, which is only a 2,500 total volume, okay, that's literally 2 residences sold. Once I reach team leader, I get paid 3% of every single one of those 100 people, what they earned on their dual bonus. And again, if the person who I enrolled, who enrolled them, did not earn a dual bonus this month, they're compressed out, and that person counts as my level 1, I earn 10% on them. So you can see that as you build your team, this can be a huge, huge component of your paycheck, of your commission. And this is what really defines residual income and really helps you understand the power of helping people share with their friends. This is not a direct sales business. This is about helping your enrolled enroll others. And as they do that, you have more level 2, level 3, level 4. And as they are earning dual bonus, you are earning this. Remember, this is not direct sale bonus. This is just on the matching bonus. If you sold nothing personally this month, you still earn this on all of your level 1s at the builder rank. So you can tell I'm a little excited about this one because it really understanding this changes everything about understanding the power of enrolling members and then helping them to share with others. So just to give you one example of what this might look like, let's just say that you had enrolled 10 people and that each each of those 10 people were earning only $1,000 in their dual bonus. If each of those 10 people had enrolled 10 people as well, like I said, you'll have 100 people on your level 2. When you do the math on those numbers, you end up with a total of $4,000 for the month in your dual bonus, in your matching bonus. 4,000. That's 48,000 US dollars, or actually it's 48,000 euros, just from that one scenario. Now let's just double it, because the reality is to earn 2,000 in a dual bonus is actually not that hard. When you look at the numbers, if you have 22,000 in volume on your weaker leg, and you take out the dual bonus, the direct bonus part of that, so you take out about 40%, assuming they're all residences. Then you take 15% of that, and that's how you calculate your dual bonus. That's how you would end up with 2,000 for that month in dual bonus. Now, how did we get that 20,000 in our weaker leg? That's only 16 residences. Now remember, you've got 100 people in your org, okay, that you've enrolled. Now, assuming half is in each leg, that's 50 people. So do you think they could sell 16 residences for the month among 50 people? Now, we're not even counting level 3, level 4, okay? So you can see how this just grows and grows. Point being, it's not that hard to earn 2,000 in a dual bonus. So if we assume that your 10 people were making 2,000 in dual bonus, and that their 10 people were making 2,000 in dual bonus, you're at 96,000 euros a year just on matching bonus, from a very, very, very reasonable expectation. Again, this is not even counting your direct bonus, your own dual bonus, right? So again, that's your 2,000. Shoot, I forgot to even add that in. This is assuming you're making a 2,000 dual bonus. So add in another 24,000. So what is that? 24,000 plus your 96,000 is 118,000 a year on your dual bonus and matching bonus, not even counting your other levels or the other forms of compensation. Let that one sink in for a second. Okay, so I want to give one more example that uses the concept of Fast Start Me, Fast Start 3. I know for some of you, you think, okay, 10 people seems like a lot to enroll. Now for others, no problem. But let's look at this if you just enrolled 3 people and use that concept of Fast Start Me, meaning I enrolled 3 people within Fast Start, earn my free residence. Fast Start 3, that means I help my 3 people Fast Start as well. So I've only enrolled 3 people ever. Now, if we use that concept and assume those 3 people enrolled 3, and assume those 3 people enrolled 3, so we're down at our level 3. Level 1 has 3 people, level 2 has 9 people, level 3 has 27 people. When you do these numbers for matching bonus, you end up with 600 plus 900 plus 2,700, 4,200 a month just for matching bonus. Multiply that by 12, you get 50,400 a year, euros. 50,000 just in matching bonus. Let's factor in our 2,000 a month that we said we were making in the binary bonus. And if we factor that in, the 24K, then we're at 74,000 euros that year in our matching bonus and dual bonus. Now let's take it down to level 4, okay? Level 4, there's 81 people. This is the exponential factor that happens with multi-level marketing. Level 4, just itself, at the 3% level, it's not even at 5%, it's just 3%. At that level, that brings in another 4,860 a month. That's another 58,000 a year. That brings you to 136,000 a year. Actually, you have to add in a little bit more because your mobility bonus goes up at that point. So you're more like 138,000. This is just by enrolling 3 and helping them enroll 3. So the potential is very real. So that is your matching bonus. Now we're going to look at your mobility bonus. This mobility bonus is pretty cool. An extra bonus here that can be used for a vehicle. It just gets added to your paycheck. And the way you qualify for this is if you can see it starts down here at manager. So if you're a manager, which is 12,500 in volume, and let's realize this is not that challenging because residence has 1,250 PV. So the math is very easy. If you had 5 residences on your left and 5 residences on your right that were being purchased, you qualify for a manager. Now, again, you have to look at the other qualifications, right? You have to have a senior team leader below you on each side. But the volume itself, you can see this is very easily achievable. Shouldn't say easily, but if you're building, this is definitely achievable. And that's the beauty, is that you can go as slow or as fast as you would like with this. So once you reach manager, you actually receive a monthly bonus of 100 euros. Now, again, even if you're in the US, no matter where you're at, it's all paid out in euros. And then once that paycheck arrives, it gets converted into your appropriate currency. So as you move up to senior manager, that's a 300 monthly mobility bonus. And you can see how these can get pretty substantial as you do increase in your rank. This does get paid out as long as you are at least a manager for at least that for 2 months in a row. Okay, now we're actually going to skip over the leadership bonus, and we're going to go to the rank achievement bonus first, because I think it's more relevant. The rank achievement bonus is really neat way of basically saying, great job. The first time that you achieve a new rank, then a new title, then you get paid this achievement bonus. This is a one-time bonus for most of them. You can see for team leader, you receive 100 euro just as a bonus. Senior team leader, 250. Again, look at senior team leader, 5,000. So that is 2 residences on each side. And this doesn't have to be, remember, not all of that has to come from you. That can also come from your team. So 250 euro bonus. And then you can see as they go up, this little asterisk down at the bottom says, which starts down here at vice president, that where it says vice president earns 25,000 euros, it says this is paid proportionately 1/12 in each month in which they qualify for that. So that would be the yearly bonus. So you would receive 1/12 of that each month that you still continue to qualify. Those are each of these with the asterisk. And then the double asterisk, that's a quarterly. So you would receive 100,000 for the year, but this is paid out quarterly. So 25,000 for each quarter that you receive that. And the rank achievement bonus is paid out on the 15th of the following month after the end of either that month or the quarter. And currently right now, though we're having some issues getting those paid on time, this is July 2020. And so those are probably on hold and will get paid out once we get the new back office in a couple months. But just know they will be coming. So they have hired an independent audit company to make sure all of those get paid out. And then we're going to back up to this leadership bonus. Because this is pretty cool. And this is once you get really high up in the ranks. Once you reach the rank of director, then you can see that they basically take 1% of the entire worldwide point volume, and then they split that up. And of that, the director makes all the directors in the company get to split 25% of that 1%. Senior directors split 25%, VPs 20, senior VPs 15, presidents 10, and senior presidents 5. So that would change from month to month depending on what the worldwide point volume is. But it's a really amazing way of truly sharing in the company's success. So that also gets paid on the 15th of the month after the end of the quarter. So and actually, I did not mention those in the previous ones, the matching and the mobility, they also get paid on the 15th. Pretty much everything gets paid out on the 15th of the following month or quarter, if that's what's relevant, other than the direct bonus, which does get paid out weekly. And that is talked about in the previous video. So hopefully that all makes sense. Remember, you can always go back to the compensation plan to refer to the details of this. And obviously feel free to watch this video more than once. The more you watch it, the more this will sink in. Really the most important things to remember out of this is that in order to go up the ranks, we support our team going up the ranks. That's what I absolutely love about social selling or network marketing, is it really is about you succeed when you help others succeed. So that's why you want to have people balance not only the volume, but also the number of leaders you have. So in the beginning, you do have some choices to make, because you, in the beginning, you're probably going to be earning more from your direct bonuses, your direct sales, and your dual bonus, which is the 15% of your weaker leg. So in the beginning, keeping those legs balanced is going to earn you the most for your 15% dual bonus. But as you grow, in order to go up these ranks and receive these matching bonuses, etc., those are all based on having people in each leg that are also growing with you. So even if you do have a massive team leg, then you still are going to want to have people on that team leg that are your personally sponsored, that come from your personal sponsor tree, that are going up the ranks with you, so that you can go up the ranks and start qualifying for these other bonuses. So it really is about balancing and looking at your back office and your volume and your leaders each month, and evaluating where are you at, where would it be helpful to support and to add people so that you can maximize whichever bonus you're trying to maximize. And that is the beauty of this Healy compensation plan. They're extremely generous, the most generous compensation plan I've ever seen. And there's different types of bonuses available depending on what type of person you are. So everyone can really succeed. Everyone can really earn a substantial income if they choose to by sharing Healy. And they can just look at whichever sort of compensation really resonates with them, and then work towards maximizing that type of bonus. Hope that helps. Have a great day.